What's going on, moviegoers? If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian. Welcome to Zero Productions. Hypno Hustler is in the works over at Sony. Yes, another Spider-Man villain or antagonist that Sony is now developing with Donald Glover. Donald Glover is going to be producing and starring in this Hypno Hustler. I don't know what a Hypno Hustler is. Never heard of him. It is beyond me why Sony keeps doing these projects. No, well, before we get into that, let's talk about a little bit of the frustration that Marvel Studios hasn't offered Donald Glover the Prowler. Why not? Well, you would have to talk to Sony as well, because the Prowler ultimately is a Sony character. So why haven't they discussed Donald Glover being the Prowler in the MCU and introducing Miles Morales in Spider-Man 4? Now you just lost Donald Glover as a Prowler. And I'm not saying that maybe Donald Glover can't do both projects, but that would be kind of weird if he did. If he was over here playing the Hypno Hustler and then he's over there playing the Prowler, what's going on here? That's something that's just, it's probably really unrealistic. So we most likely won't be seeing Donald Glover in the MCU, and we'll be seeing him transitioning over to the Sony universe, because this Sony universe is so extremely successful critically. Everybody loves it, right? This is just so beyond me. It's weird. Like, I don't know. Let me read you guys some of this article from The Hollywood Reporter. So, Donald Glover to star in and produce a Spider-Man movie based on villain the Hypno Hustler exclusive. Glover is attached to star and produce a feature film set in Sony Pictures Spider-Man universe of Marvel Comics characters. Ugh. I just hate saying that. Let me repeat that. Spider-Man universe of Marvel characters. That just sounds so bad. Sources tell The Hollywood Reporter, Miles Murphy, the son of an actor and comedian Eddie Murphy, is on board to write the project, which has no title but is said to involve the Hypno Hustler, one of the more obscure Spider-Man villains that nobody's ever heard of, that nobody cares about, that Sony is continuing to go down this route. I just don't get it, you guys. So he was created by Bill Malato, which ultimately he was the writer and also the creator of Rocket Raccoon. And artist Frank Springer. Hypno Hustler was very much a product of the disco music scene when he first appeared in Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man, number 24 in 1978. His real name is Antonio Delson, and the leader of the band called the Mercy Killers. And he used hypnosis technology and his instruments of his audience in order to rob them. Let's move on. Hypno Hustler is not considered one of Spider-Man's top villains. No, he's not. I guarantee you, 85% of these people who are watching this video don't even know who this character is, including myself. In fact, he regularly shows up on the worst. He regularly shows up on the worst supervillains list. But sources say Glover sparked to the musical aspect of the character. And the fact that he has less Marvel canon baggage, freeing him to greater interpretations. The project could be anything from a disco period piece to a reimagined modern hip-hop version, or even a cyberpunk future play. Interesting. Look, you guys, I like Donald Glover. He's extremely talented. Music, Childish Gambino, Atlanta, the series, he's really good. He's a musical genius. He's a creative genius. So maybe this project could be great. But how would you do this without Spider-Man? Yet again, another project, another Spider-Man villain without Spider-Man. I don't think Sony will ever introduce a Peter Parker unless, this Madam Web movie can, really do wonders. But I just don't get it. Like, everybody raise their hand. Do you plan to see Hypno Hustler? No, you don't. Would I go see this in theaters? Probably not. I liked Morbius when I first saw it. And then I rewatched it. I thought it was a pile of dog poo. Venom Left to Be Carnage, a pile of dog poo. I don't get it. Kraven the Hunter, maybe that's going to be good. What is he hunting, though? Is he going to be hunting Spider-Man? I doubt it. But Sony must feel real confident in their movies. Maybe they stopped spending so much money on these movies and then, making their budget a little bit less so they can actually see some profit. Like Morbius, for instance, because I think Morbius had a second week drop off of like 85%, which is extremely terrible. Hashtag, we probably won't see Jared Leto as Morbius ever again, you guys. And his Vulture showing up. Oh my God, it's just so much, you guys. Push your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about Donald Glover attached to this Spider-Man villain spinoff for Sony, the Hypno Hustler. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.